That's a very good point, actually. Like, there's no guarantee that the new hero is actually going to have anything to do with the Dark Portal if you consider back to the Genji fiasco that many people still can't forget about. I mean, Deathwing is still there. Many people still want him. Oh, no!
Yay!
Thatcher, the speed run is on!
Please, please, CE. I want it so bad. If you do it twice in a row.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
And I really hope that Wukong Gaming is not going to be banning out Sylvanas, because I think Sylvanas is crucial. It's crucial.
No. Wukong Gaming needs to pick Sylvanas. They need to pick Sylvanas and Ragnaros and just delay. Hold back the tide. Hold the minion wave away. Oh no.
Yes, sir. For all of you guys who didn't really get the memo and who did not watch the previous game last time these two teams met, it was a couple of weeks ago, but CE set up a new HGC record in 5 minutes and 40 seconds on this very battleground on Brax's Holdout. They used Sylvanas to push as quickly as possible. Are they going to get her again, or is Wukong Gaming saying, this has to stop. It's time to stop. We're not going to make this another speedrun.
Let's find out. Can Wukong Gaming stop it? They banned Malthael. They're starting off a little bit standard. CE. Let's see. What would be bans that would slow them down? Okay, sure.
Okay. I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean... Go ahead.
I guess it's anti-cheese.
Yeah.
It's really resistant. It delays the point capture a lot. And I guess it's the best way to be back to base, technically, without being back to base. If someone's trying to stop your ports while the base is being raced, Morales can sort of counteract that by just jumping in the medevac and bringing everyone in.
Exactly.
So, the Genji, first pick for Wukong Gaming, and let's be honest, Genji, as good as he is, he's not the best at defending a base. Greyman, on the other hand, really good at killing it. And Sylvanas, it's happening! They're going again! They're giggling, look at them, they've got them.
So he's definitely having a good time. He knows and he remembers that. Of course, Sylvanas is the crucial backbone that you need in order to speedrun as, as well as you can. But the Greyman definitely adds a lot of single target damage as well. So let's actually approach this draft from a different point of view, Tetra. What do we need on the side of CE to get the maximum efficiency out of the early push, the maximum amount of single target damage against building structures? What would you go for?
Artanis, amateur opponent, one of the best early game pushers in the game in terms of structure destruction. He also can last at the late game, and if they really do get to the point of heroics, then his blind is a great delay for someone trying to prevent a push.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree. Like, Artanis could definitely be a tool worth picking. Now, I actually like what Wukong Gaming is doing. They're basically playing tower defense now. They want to have as much defensive capabilities as possible, as much disengage as possible, and the Gul'dan offers extremely solid wave clear. Combine that with the strong sustain healing by Malf, he's going to be able to use his mana sap or mana drain, life tap, excuse me, and he's going to be able to stay in lane for quite a long period of time. Stitch's band, I like it because a nice hook can always stop all the momentum you've built up.
Yep, it's a good start, CE. Another thing I'd like them to see would be Tyrael, so I'd like to see that banned out potentially for Wukong. Remove that whole idea of diving a fort, even if it isn't disabled, keeping that sanctification up. Arthas, I guess Dragosa would fill in as well, and it also would be a bit of a pain for Genji, not a huge amount.
Yeah. Alufal on the bottom right-hand side on the webcam. He remains a little bit careful or cautious, I guess. He's not really as excited as his teammates are.
He doesn't have his support yet.
Exactly. Which support would you actually take? Auriel? Because she can't go out of meta?
Auriel is pretty decent here. I'd also like Karazim, just for the extra damage. Rhaegar, for if you do have to hit level 10. But Auriel's the top, I would say, due to the mana point that you mentioned earlier. Lucio for a similar reason. Ooh. They go Brightwing. They're sticking with the standard thing. They have Chen. Okay, they're slowing down a bit. They can still do this. Chen can basically tank the towers if they need it.
True.
He can dive quite deep. He does do okay damage.
Yeah, he can take the elusive brawler talent level 1. Being able to dodge tower shots and fort shots is very, very nice for the reason you just mentioned. He can tank tower shots and fort shots with his, of course, fortified brood trait as well. The Brightwing is a solid AoE healer. She doesn't require that much mana to heal. There we go. And the Karazim.
So that's a lot of damage. The Sonya is gonna do okay against Chen. She can consistently land the spear. She can out damage his brew. I don't know. Both normally, I would say these teams both look like they have reasonable drafts, but CE, they have that potential for a race, and if they don't need the race, they could just crush this in team fights, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, how strong is this speedrun composition chosen by CE going to be? We're going to find out. 5 minutes and 40 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, is the current record for HGC. And can they repeat that success? I do think so.
The only reason it wasn't as short is because Wukong Gaming had stuff like Johanna and were able to delay one of the altars for at least a little bit of time and delay the push. That put about 40 seconds onto the timer. They could have easily got 4 minutes without that.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Chen solo frontline and only damage and healing right behind him. Do you think they're going to push this 5-man, or do you think they're going to go for a 4-1 split?
Last time they pushed us 5.
Right.
With Chen, though, it implies a 4-1 split. I mean, just you have no tank with your 4-man, but you got double support, so it's not so bad. You could even just put Brightwing in the solo lane, just poke Sonya from range.
True. I think they're going to go for another 5-man push, though, if they really want to go for
if they do, this might
right?
just be a bait. This could be 100% a bait.
It could. For now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2. It's going to be a special treat between CE and Wukong Gaming. There is a HGC record to crack.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Braxis holdout. Looking to hold some dignity right now, it is going to be Wukong Gaming, with Ailing on Sonya, Laohu on Genji, Zero on Muradin, Moon on Malfurion, and Lang playing the Gul'dan.
On the right-hand side, rocking the red colors, the speedrunners known as CE. They're rocking the Karazim, played by Alufal, Wind on his Chen, KTY on Greymane, Paradise on Sylvanas, and Zuyu, their main ranged assassin players, swapping roles and going for the Brightwing. Interesting.
Indeed, interesting indeed. Also, Chen ruining it for everyone, not picking the happy cloud, giving them all 4 potential clouds in the game, and they are going for the 5-man bot. Let's do it! Chen going in, tanking as they immediately focus down the tower, and they will take this down. Sonya heading to top. They're going to 4-1 this Wukong Gaming, but both these towers will fall.
And Alufal, by the way, going for his speciality. He's going for the inside Karazim build. That, of course, is going to give him way more mana regeneration, allowing him to stay in battle for a longer period of time. And that's exactly what they want to do. And Wukong Gaming, they're not defending as
Oh my god, Wind.
Oh,
Wind doesn't even care. Over the gate, they get a kill.
Oh, no.
CE moving in. The fort is under attack. Wind going to be tanking the tower. He is holding the front line for his team as Paradise disabling the towers. Look at this. Attack one, attack the other, attack one, attack the other. Keep them both disabled as much as possible. Beautiful micro. He's missing a couple, but they're getting it. First one of the game, taken out of 1 minute as they continue to push. Sonya soaking for a team, but they're losing on everything, so might be worth being.
Sonya, at the very latest, you need to go back right now. You cannot underestimate the power of Sylvanas again. It happened the first time these two teams met on Braxis Holdout, and it's not boding well for them so far. Sonya, of course, gets additional XP, but she needs to help in the defense Tetcher.
She does need to help as much as possible. Down goes Muradin, and look at this. We're seeing so many members continuously dropping low, but the double AoE heal from Karazim and Brightwing is enough to hold them together. They're sustaining through this. The Chen front lining, blocking all of this poke damage.
Oh,
and they're
the life ally
through the gate. If they take the keep, the life ally keeping them healed, they're going for it. They're going to try and damage this keep. The Zerg is in the is in the top lane though. It's not ideal, so are they just going to ignore the Zerg and go for the core here?
Sonya's on her way. She's going to flank from behind. Is she going to be enough to swing this around? They need to hold right here, right now.
Good polymorph. They are retreating.
CE
have realized that they are in a rough position here. Chen is sustaining through. They're turning it round. Everyone survived the Genji assault, who is still hanging around. They kill off Muradin. They're still sustaining as the spear got stuck. Gets
no way, Tetra, come on.
Down. The keep goes down. They're moving in. Can they do the core? They don't want to risk it. Oh man, if they'd done this in top lane, they could have gone with the Zerg, but the Zerg's top.
Dude, I totally agree. If that had been the top lane with the Zerg Wave being supported, or supporting CE there, that could have been game right there. But already...
They still can. They can use the Zerg as a distraction if they want it. Just try for core if they wanted. Okay, so they need to hurry up. No distraction. Muradin, stop ruining this. He's coming in. Wukong Gaming taking it back. The timer ticks on. They now have 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go to equal their own record.
Absolutely true, and it is actually interesting and fascinating to see at the same time where the CE have been working on this team come for weeks. You know, special training sessions, testing out how much damage can we do in a very short period of time. And I think they now realize, guys, we need to inflict some damage on the top lane, otherwise our Zerg Wave is not going to be that efficient.
They're going. Holding. Yep. Okay, Zerg Waves ticking up, but they're 4v5. Wukong taking this timing as an advantage. We're seeing lots of damage.
Oh, they get Sylvanas!
She got stunned out. She couldn't get the Haunting Wave off, and as such, she is taken out.
And that is the crucial member as well for CE in order to keep on the push. Paradise unfortunately falling here now. Wind in trouble. He's soaking, he's drinking, he's chugging, and he lives. They can kill him.
They can't kill him. KTY is taking a little bit of damage. Wind jumping to the back. And Wukong Gaming, they're holding it together. They're going to hold on to some honor as the timer hits 44 minutes. There is no way that CE can end this game in 40 seconds.
No. They still have 1 minute and 40, but I hardly doubt it. Wukong Gaming is doing a pretty okay job defending the beacons. As you said, the top lane is still looking very healthy. Sonya ends up falling, and this might be a double, triple kill. Let's find out. A little bit of a freeze. We apologize.
Yeah,
but Wind is not letting go.
Killing through Genji, though. The sneaky bot laner.
I like it.
Able to neutralize it. They're still not getting the Zerg.
I really do like it.
And yeah, sorry, I did miscount. They still have 1 minute exactly to go now.
Okay, and I think they're on it. They know exactly how long it took for them last time.
Kill the wall.
They really...
Muradin sneaking it away. They're just trying to deny the Zerg Wave. They're being so
sneaky.
Man, Wukong. They're holding themselves in this game, which is also ruining CE's chance at the record.
Wukong Gaming, they're a much tougher opponent to face this time around because they actually play the map and they take beacon after beacon. Chen to arrive. He's a little bit late to the party. Strong sustain here. But is it going to be enough to take out CE? Luful barely making it out alive here.
Yeah, they turn it around. They're going to shred through the kills. Chen had to come up to help with the fight, though, and as such, he wasn't able to sneak that back. 20 seconds. The record shall stand for the moment. CE not able to beat their own record. Wukong holding on to at least some honor as the top beacon is captured. And we are going to see the push in from CE with the Zerg. This will likely end the game, but they are too late for their own record. Good save on some dignity by Wukong Gaming.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, you don't get experience out of custom games, because otherwise they would have had the maximum amount of XP, destroying every single structure in the game. But yeah, Chen actually completing his Cactus at level 4.
Nice. Healing ally. Genji nearly getting Paradise, but not enough. And this double AoE healing, very effective. Here come the Zerg, Seven-sided strike, barrel, trying to get the cooldown, and they will. The Guardians finish him off. 3 heroes down. Genji trying to finish off KTY, who rolls back into his team, and this is going to be GG Kendrick.
Yeah, that was probably the earliest GG I have ever heard, but I am not the one to disagree here. Still 3 heroes dead on the side of Wukong Gaming. The Zergs are saying hello. CE is still rocking it. Level 10 available, of course, is going to help them quite a bit. We even have the Emerald Wind, so he's using it here right now. Karazim also never out of mana, and it is GG indeed, Tetcher. What a performance by CE. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, if I may say so. And yeah, it was to be expected. But CE definitely... But still, I think they can still get their pizza out of the oven. They still won fast enough.
Yes, they can. Go, 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 guys. You've got to get back home in time. But either way, very nicely done. And look at that. Wukong Gaming, they're still smiling.
Yeah,
they didn't lose as quick again. They were able to put on a bit of a better defense this time. They've shown that they have improved. And as long as they keep improving, they will hopefully be able to keep a hold of their HGC China spot.
Exactly. Firm handshakes here by both teams, and Wukong Gaming, they knew exactly that there was not a series they could have won anyway. CE, the reigning champions, too strong, but they certainly put up, or gave us a good show as well. They won in style, and I think this description has never been more appropriate.
Yeah, very nice indeed. well played by CE. They will grab a hold of those lovely 3 points. Guess who might not get a hold of those lovely 3 points? It could potentially be Super Perfect Team. The ideal scenario here with our next matchup for CE is if E-Star and Super Perfect Team go 1-1.
Very, very true. This is basically where CE is going to watch this next series, and they're going to hope, as Tetra said, for a tie, which would basically give them...
Sorry to interrupt. A tie is good. A 2-0 for E-Star would also be good, because E-Star... CE, if they were able to 2-0 Super Perfect Team in the last week, then they'd also be able to make a 3-way tie at the top that way. Yeah. So there's potentials there.
Absolutely. Either way, CE basically did their jobs today. They got themselves the 3 points as expected. But, ladies and gentlemen, the best is yet to come. The best series of the day, without a doubt, between E-Star and SBT. It's going to be our Chinese highlight for sure. The #1 seed against the tied #2 seed. Well, technically speaking, now the 3 seed, but they're still down a match anyway. And Tetra, I know it's hard to predict an outcome for this next series, but if you would have to bet your money on either of those teams, who would it be?
I honestly, Super Perfect Team looked less good than we've expected them to have in their yesterday's series.